Mark.
We on? Cool, we on. Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Lohr here with Jason Lohr Photography and Films, and welcome back to another episode of the Weekend Walks with yours truly. It's a nice bright day today. Thankfully, it's not as windy as yesterday. I had to skip the walk because couldn't find a moment where I wasn't holding on to my hat or having to find cover. But anyways, hope everyone's doing well, staying healthy, staying strong. In fact, speaking of staying healthy and staying strong, that's actually the topic for today. So, as far as staying healthy and staying strong goes, I just wanted to point out how very important that is right now, especially this day and age. I went and got blood work done yesterday, and results came back fairly okay. I can't say too much about the cholesterol level. It's definitely not in a place where it should be, and I said to myself, I had to rethink a lot of things that I should be doing for myself, and that is, eating more healthier, which I have been. I've been eating, at least 5 bowls of salad every day. I usually get the prepackaged salad from the stores because I used to do a lot of my own salads and putting it together, but the thing was that it's just been so overwhelming at home and even at work to where it's like hard to find the time to just put that stuff together. So doing like the prepackaged lunch and everything has really made it a little bit more easier on me because like I said, it's like just life is always on the move for me. You have like a lot of overtime at work, so you get home late and you don't have time to cook a fresh meal anymore, and that's just so like the norm right now, like at least for me anyways. I don't know about everyone else, but for me it's like having to pretty much just eat a lot of prepackaged food. Like I can't tell you how much microwave food I've been having to eat because it's just been, again, so hard to try and cook a fresh meal anymore, because when you get home from work, you only have like a few hours of sleep. So do you want to spend like the 1 hour to try and cook and then clean afterwards, then only have less hours of sleep? Or would you rather just get prepackaged food and then get more sleep? And for me, I've told many people that sleep is very important. I mean, the less of it you get, the worse it's going to be the next day. And in fact, I wrote a story called Sleep, and it's actually involving experience that I had at work, and it's still an experience that I've been having to this day. And so it's something that I'm still tackling right now, and I know a lot of people are tackling it too. But yeah, the struggle is real, and it's so crazy how something that you do like every day is actually such an important thing involving your health too, and that's sleep. So I've told you guys this many times before, and I'll tell it to you guys again, but it's like getting less sleep from doing so much overtime, it's just been absolutely stressful. And it's like right now with crazy times with like COVID, and then just short staffed to where it's like you do have to work if you don't have any emergency going on at home. And that's usually been the case. I mean, like, shoot, the past couple months, like, shoot, I've been held over, and then, for December, granted, it's a little mixture of COVID and also just people taking off for the holidays. And then there is January, which, the holidays were over and you would expect, people to be back at work. But then, shoot, now the COVID numbers have gone up, and a lot of people who either have COVID or close contact with COVID were told to not come to work. But with that being said, now we're super short staffed, and once again, you had to stay behind and do overtime. And in case people were wondering, it's like the way my schedule is, it's, my normal schedule is 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., which is 8 hours. But again, if you get held over, that's another 8 hours right there, and that's 16 hours total. So basically, I'm not going to get back home until like, 10:50 or sometimes even 11 o'clock at night. So again, now that's going back to what I was saying earlier. Are you going to spend an hour or so to cook a fresh meal for the next day? Or, you can skip that and just get that extra hours of sleep, because that's the thing with me. It's like, it's almost like a 50-minute to an hour commute from my place to my work. So it's just one of those decisions where I had to change up, my meals every day to where I can, pretty much get something to eat and get ready for the next day. So, it's just been, like I said, it's just been stressful for me. I know it's been stressful for everybody too, but you know what, it's like at the same time, there's those moments where you really do have to stop and just, just take a breather. I mean, it's like, I don't care how tough you think you are, but it's like, if you're not getting that much sleep and you're also not eating healthy, your body's gonna break. And you're not gonna feel as strong as you think you are, like you used to. But like I said, it's like, when you're in that moment of like just trying to get the job done too, it's like, you kind of forget about what you're doing as far as like physical activity goes, or what you're eating, or how much sleep you've been having, or worst of all, as every stressful person has experienced and don't realize it, but you forget to breathe. It's like, that's one of the things that me and my sister were talking about, was just how, like, when you're so stressed out, you forget to breathe. That's why, there's those moments where you hear someone like just totally like going all out, like, angry. And then like after they're done ranting, then they take a huge breath. Well, that's because they're trying to catch their breath, because that moment is the time when they're venting or just so totally, upset that they forgot to breathe right there. But now just imagine moments like that where it's not just that one time, but there's many times. So that's an interesting talent of holding your breath that long. So that's just something that a lot of people go through every day, and a lot of people don't realize it, but it's a really big issue that people have. And it's something that not a lot of people come to realize it until it's too late. So with all that being said, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do to overcome all this? And first things first is definitely going to be taking some time off. I talked to my good friend Peter, who is actually going to work out a diet plan for me, and not necessarily to like lose weight, but just to like eat healthier, basically. And I really do appreciate that he does that too, because it's like, showing that people do notice and people do care and want to help you. And I'm willing to take like any advice or suggestions at this point, and just use it to my advantage. And then also part of like taking time off is not just to eat. No, sorry, not eat healthier, but to just get some rest too, catch up on some sleep, and also get back to a little bit more exercising. Granted, I've exercised a couple days a week, and by a couple days a week, I'm talking about like on my days off. Because during the week, it's no guarantee that I'm actually going to get off work and get to go exercise as I normally do. In fact, like, that's why I kind of came up with the weekend walk episodes too, is because, just being outside and walking, you'd be amazed on like just how much that does for your body already. And it's like, that's just one of the things that I try to do a little more, and even eventually start walking. But right now it's still just been impossible because of just how crazy busy it is at work. And as much as I want to quit the job, it's just not possible right now, because it's what I need to put food on the table and a roof over my head, and it's just one of the things that I have to endure. And thankfully, the way I was like raised by my parents, working at the farm, we've endured like many types of difficulties, but the whole point was like just enduring like all that the world throws at us, the hard things in life. And so I think like for now it's all about just getting back on track and just trying to stay healthy again. I want to try and avoid taking medications as much as I can, because it's just not something I want to be doing right now at a young age. I'm 35 years old, so I'm not looking to try and like get onto medications unless my life really depended on it, So it's like just just something I want to do and handle naturally. And so like thankfully, like I said, gonna start on a new diet pretty soon, then start adding more workouts to my my daily routine. Hopefully, if things go back to normal, you know what I mean. So it's like, by normal meaning like after I do my 8-hour shift, then I just pretty much head on out the door and back home and do my own thing. So yeah, that's the plan right now. I think I've earned it. I've had to endure like many months of like just having to work extra hours and like, just making it out through another day or another night in this case, seeing as how late I get off work. So yeah, that's the plan. And I hope everybody's planning a healthy lifestyle as well. So all right, that's going to be it for this walk and talk. Thanks for joining me today, as always. And like I always say, hope you guys are all staying healthy and stay strong. So until next time, this is Jason Lohr with Jason Lohr Photography and Films, bringing you art, stories, and entertainment.